Hello and welcome back. I'm Besker Hawk. You can call me Hawk. You can call me Trent. I really don't care. We're starting a little earlier today just because I can. We're playing, obviously, some Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. And let me just get into my general. See who's going to pop on with me. I don't know if Soldier's going to be joining. I don't even know if he's available today. But I'm going to check out some of the servers. Oh, thank goodness there's actually people on. Ping's kind of high. Clan 41. Let's do...
Ooh.
Ah, hello, soldier. I'm trying to find a place that's going to have enough spots for both of us. Front Russia currently has like 3 spots open. That's no guarantee. I think I'm gonna... that's a campaign. Territories. You want higher or like a guarantee of getting in? Higher population or not? He's open too.
Your call, whatever's gotta be easiest.
Let's see if we can go into 40-1 Clan 1. Because it's got not too bad ping. It's got 46 people in it.
Nice.
Because everything else is either like 61, 64. With that amount of people there, we can almost guarantee getting in.
Zero browser.
We encourage our players to use their microphones for better teamwork. Don't spam VoIP. Looks like it's Vietnam. Vietnamese. It's been so long. I'm gonna do something stupid since they are talking about. I'm gonna turn the voice on. I'm gonna turn it on low, just in case if I hear anything, I can just like ditch the bitch out.
Need to do that too then. Need to put it on.
Oh, they got spooky in the area.
Alpha is being attacked.
I got 200 meters, 0. I think there's a guy there. Oh, I forgot I don't have to hold down my, Sergeant Dickfoot.
So we will squad up next round then.
I'll try. I can't even get out of this squad because it's not. Thankfully, it's not squad dependent on what you have. Ah, some freaking bitch. I can hop out of the squad into a smaller one. There you go. Which one are you in?
Golf, but that's just 1 spot free, so. Oh, 2 spots even, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, why do you do this? Oh, son of a freaking bitch. I just saw him too. I I was playing a lot of War Thunder yesterday. It's like, man, I wonder why I stopped playing this. I get into a tank match late in the day. I get shredded by probably a semi-experimental plane, and then just immediately get one-shotted for like three lives. It's like, ah, yes, I remember this now.
We should team up on that sometime.
We should. I know Cody Nuts is a.
Alpha is
He has
being
it too.
attacked.
He's the last one I have actually in my squad. I think that would definitely make the experience better.
Yeah, then at least he can have a couple of laughs with it.
Yeah. Neat.
And we can use strategy then too.
Alpha is
Oh,
being
yeah.
attacked.
Oh, first game back. I'm driving up in one of my British tanks, and I see one of those little six-wheeled car things pulling up. It's like, that's an enemy one. While they're driving in the opposite direction, I managed to get a one-shot kill on them.
Bravo is
Okay.
Ooh, headshot.
Now there's a guy with a
we have
thumper on
lost
the
Alpha.
left flank. And it's
Time
starting
to
to
use
bother me.
palette out the controls.
Right? And it's like, yo.
Oh, look at that. Team has no commander.
Yeah, Mr. Poopy Butthole was there for a second, and then he left. You can definitely feel this is a semi-transitional form for games like LFOs. Like, the stuff is there, the raw materials are there, but it's just a little less fluid, at least in my personal.
Yeah, indeed, this feels a bit more stiff. The movement feels stiff.
Yeah, like you don't lean as far over when you do lean, but it's also like it still feels good. It's just not as polished.
Yeah, indeed. As you can feel the age.
Yeah, because I think this came out. Well, this mod came out 2007.
Lost Bravo. Return to combat area.
And some of the things like the certain areas where you can't use your weapons and stuff, I still think those are as problematic as they are
Charlie is being attacked.
in Hell Let Loose. It's like, there's a big open field. Sorry, you can't walk through that. It's like, it's a big open field. Like, there's no delineation between... This is like a rock. A singular rock. Is the only thing preventing you from knowing where that is. So sorry. I was watching a deep dive video on the early Mosin Nagants, and I found it amusing that they were determined to be that the bayonets should always be affixed because it's faster than having a quicker attached bayonet. Just keep it on all the time. I mean, well, that makes sense. I forgot how to ping in this game. There we go. That's Z. Oh. The kills, though, still feel so satisfying. Because it feels like they actually do have... They have impact. Sorry, I talked over you. What were you going to say?
Still need to get one.
Well, they're on the left-hand side of C in a little building near the front. Zukov, 1941. Hello, how are you? What news brought you to my lovely stream today? I hope you're having a good day or night. I'm having a good day. I'm a little tired, but not too bad. I got some stuff done this morning, and essentially I'm getting ready for my weekend.
Oh, damn it, I shot a friendly, damn it.
Yeah, they're gonna be a little greener.
Yeah, no, we didn't have an icon on him.
Icons only appear at 50 meters, according to the in-game
is being
console
attacked.
messages.
Sucked a bit though, cause now let's lose it 250 meters. At least you're
Yeah.
sure then.
Yeah, you're sure. And there's also a little bit more realism, because like, how much detail can you see at a glance? It's like you gotta be sure about your shots now. Although I do have my favorite sidearm in the game, at least on the Vietcong, I have my TT-33. Which is still semi-illegal to get ammunition for in the US because of
Charlie
its
is
armor
being
penetrative
attacked.
abilities. That guy had a bunch of green on his outfit. I almost just shot him so hard. The movement feel the running motion is a little bit more fluid, but also a little less realistic.
Yeah, indeed.
It feels nicer, and it's weird. Like the motion is fluid. The gunplay, the aiming and shooting is fluid. The motion with the gun, a little less fluid. It's the weird part. It's like there's some things that feel really polished,
Scout.
while other
reported.
aspects are really unpolished, and it confuses me.
I know, it's getting me off my game because it feels clunky. Not that it is clunky, but it
Charlie
feels
is being
clunky.
attacked.
Yeah. Oh, son of a frickin' bitch. I didn't know there was a, what's it called? There was apparently a hurricane or tropical storm heading toward the south of the U.S. where some of my old friends are, and I'm like, "Ooh, I didn't hear about that." Of course, I don't really pay attention to the news much at all these days.
Ah.
I find it helps me stay calmer. And it's the same crap anyway.
I usually get the news from an app. Oh fuck it. It's a friendly again. Ah, for fuck.
You sure you don't want to be on the American side?
Yeah, no, they look like an American.
I'm guessing,
Look like they have the same cap on and stuff. And they was on their flank where they were coming from, so...
Gotta hate that. Remember, Unless it's intentional, always apologize for TKs. Ow! I'm so
Don't
freaking-
even know where to press.
Homes are safe.
J or K, I think. Or middle row, one of the four buttons
Victory!
near the right hand side. That's not like punctuation, because I don't know how your keyboard is set up. Hey, you got a kill at least.
Oh, by the end. I knew they were coming from.
I keep wanting to spam like spacebar to get things to go faster because of Battlefield 1. Ugh.
Oh, it's not too bad, since it's been a while since I played it now. Rolled up warships because the event started for like 2-3 weeks now, and at the end of those campaign missions you can get the Missouri.
Nice.
As in Missouri, where they sent the end of World War II on.
I actually managed to get used to the larger ships in War Thunder because now I found out that you can follow the shells after you fire them to get a better ranging estimate.
Oh yeah, they added that in. I need to try that because last time I played that, I unlocked my first cruiser. So
It actually it helped me a lot because before I had to eyeball it and I could tell I was overshooting things or undershooting things, but I couldn't tell by how much. Now I've gotten it to be frustrated with being within 100 meters of some of their bows and stuff. Like one time I sent a shell straight between a couple of smokestacks. It's like, son of a bitch.
yeah, I know it was pretty annoying beforehand because it was so
People's enemy.
difficult to see. Ah, there we go. It was so difficult to see. Which water all empty, so
I just hit join, and that's my bad. Change role. There we go. I'll jump into Delta.
help on this. There we go.
Well, these are some fancy outfits.
Let's try that Corbine. Looks interesting.
Oh, the SKS?
Yeah.
It's not terrible if it's like the only thing you got. I still prefer the AK. Those are not smoke grenades. Those are actual grenades.
Oh, gotta test it out for a bit.
I like it. I like that the this map's hard to do because of
But I got this. When I try, when I'm aiming, I want to press shift the entire time to zoom in, like you do in Hell Let Loose. That's what I am now. Every time I aim down sight, I press shift to zoom in.
Well, let's put it this way, minus I wanted to play Rising Storm 2 Vietnam because I had an itch for it. I would be playing Arma 3 SOG if I had it downloaded, and I don't want to devote the time to download it. There is your answer in a nutshell. Believe me, I would play more Arma if I had it
We are taking
downloaded,
Alpha.
but I don't have it right now. I also think Squad's coming out with, yeah, the Squad's now in mode. I don't know if I have Squad. Yes, I have Squad, but yes. But also most of the time when I get done with all my crap, I'm just like, you know what? I want to go to sleep, and I don't think about downloading something. That is it. That is also because my internet is ass currently, and it takes an ungodly amount of time to download 50 gigs. So that's where we're at. I will happily move on to a more polished Vietnam experience when I have time to download it. I might download it over the weekend. Who knows? Because I got a couple of things zeroed in. But it is nice to get back into here and feel how polished and unpolished it is at the same time. Oh yes, I freaking hell. Yeah, let's see if I can put. We'll see if we can push the left-hand flank, since that appears to be our current thing. Here's an interesting thought. Thought question. What's your opinion on bayonets in these games? Is it better to have them or better not to have them? I need.
Scout, report in.
Well, better to have it and don't need it than need it and don't have it.
True. You still have a melee button, but it's not as effective as the bayonets because you just hit him with the butt of the rifle.
Đã mở cửa đường hầm.
Yeah, if they wear a helmet. Well, a knife is, well, pretty self-explanatory, isn't it?
Yeah. That's another thing I dislike. True. I will agree with that. I generally run with the bayonet affixed in games like these. If I just shot a friendly, I'm sorry. Yeah, World War Beyond the Wire, bayonets are absolutely necessary.
Oh yeah, fix those when you spawn in.
In Hell Let Loose, not really useful because you can't get close enough to people for them to be useful.
Even your knife is very situational.
I haven't gotten any kills with a knife or shovel in that game because it's just been so much more efficient and easier to do just to shoot somebody. Oh, Joe is the squad lead. I think I have my audio too low because I can't hear him.
Yeah.
Spooky's up. Ah yes, I gotta get my screw that guy in particular. Nice, I have increased the level. Alright. Oh damn, I keep forgetting that prone is alt in this game. Alright, I got turn up my audio.
Okay, I'm getting back into this.
We have taken Bravo.
Nice work, team.
Oh, this is the mode they can't capture it back, isn't that right?
It's nice. I like not changing a lot of the keybinds just in case somebody comes in and says, hey, what is your keybind for XYZ? And I've changed it to something else and I can't remember. Like, it's not completely clunky, it's just remembering what the setup is. Because I'm not super keen on changing setups much beyond standard. I like being able to pick them up and relearn them. Well, that is accurate, but I mean, I don't like changing things just in case I have to help somebody else and I've just forgotten the baseline. It's a lot easier being a squad lead on the Viet Cong side because I don't have to worry about just dying. I can just put down a tunnel and go about my random semi-suicidal business. Going back to the topic of bayonets, I really want to get a Swiss bayonet.
squad leaders, if you can mark artillery location.
I will when I'm alive. I have actually something worth marking. Kotovatnik.
Might look into baronets after I get the MG34 though. First I want to get that one.
Mm.
That is the expensive one.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Especially if it's a metal replica.
Yep.
Sheesh, man. Over here, just a
Alright, hold
Sprocket?
positions, hold positions.
sprocket. No, I have not. Give me a quick rundown of it, since you seem so interested in it. I've seen Splitgate and a couple of other like really cheapo free-to-play ones. That's another thing I hate about a lot of the randoms who show up
Artillery
in
in the
here.
northwest of Charlie, northwest of Charlie, so please clear out that marked location.
Northwest.
Artillery is coming in, it's coming in.
Northwest of Charlie has artillery coming in. Move out of the area. Almost every
Get
single
rid of the smokes and charge C once the artillery hits.
every single person I find in here has their gun. If it
Barrage inbound.
has a full auto
Take cover.
capability, just on full auto. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
To be
We are
honest,
taking Charlie.
I think some aspects of in these games should be introduced into Siege if they want to try to keep it alive. That's a tall assumption, I know. Because they should add in like a
Napalm aircraft destroyed.
you run like 50 meters and you're not out of breath and your aim isn't impacted. But in this one, you have the shuddering gasp of being out of breath carrying all this crap, which I like. It adds a little bit of
We have taken Charlie.
Well done, team. You guys all did really well.
That is an valid location. We need
Oh.
Apologize all the team killing. I do apologize.
Alright, so the new games, let's take a turret over Sherman, stick it on the Panzer II. Give the cannon a Soviet T-34 that tracks the Panther. They're longer and the gun's shorter, and there's
Alright, let's
a
see if we can
German
rush.
MG on the roof. That sounds extremely cursed, but
Oh, that's reminding me of another game though. You have something with ships that you can do also, I believe. Something Admiral.
I've
something.
seen stuff where it's like combat Mad Max cars for things like that as well. Oh. I've seen a couple of games like that. This cursed tank sim, a dream come true for the tank community. Oh my god, I'm not surprised by that at all.
God knows what horrors will appear.
I'm a bet someone's gonna take one of the smallest chassis you could have, like the little small Rolls Royce ones, slap a KV-2 cannon on it, and put like maybe an Archer rear-facing cannon.
I can see happening is they pick the biggest chassis they can find, and then put as many turrets on it as they can.
Yeah.
Make an actual land battleship.
Yeah. I can totally see that happening. Too close to another tunnel. Interesting. Okay. At
All
least
it is, we can update marks for artillery strike. That'll be fantastic.
We are taking Delta.
I will say, hitting people with Maddox in this game, really fun.
Anti-air cover will be available in 13 seconds. If you guys are waiting to move on, hold up a bit.
cannot tunnel here. What the absolute crap? That's dirt, isn't it?
Oh, hello.
Private Venus. Past the 5th, they didn't add anything past the 50s. When they add modern stuff, there'll be some weird stuff like M1's Abrams full with Leopard 2 turret, an FV405 cannon, largest cannon.
We are
fitted
taking
on a tank.
Delta.
I'm sorry, Midas. It took a little bit for my brain to connect
We are taking Delta.
with where I've seen the name before. Yes, of course, the tank nerd is here talking about tanks. I don't mean that in any malicious way. They use the term nerd affectionately here. It's like, why is it? Yeah. Yeah, sorry, that's my bad. I didn't make the connection really quick because sometimes when I don't see a name repetitively, I don't get it ingrained in my head, especially when there's a lot of numbers in them. I just might. I don't like promising to do things because...
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello?
Fuck.
Hello?
Can somebody kick my squad leader? He's not digging fucking tunnels. Me too.
What's it called?
Foxtrot if you want to have a tunnel and you don't have one.
I like games like this because they give pistols actual viability, but also show them that they're not really all that great. Get a clear line of sight, please. Okay, that's a good day. Have a good day.
Calling an artillery strike. Radio man, stay where you are. Stay cover.
Return to the combat area.
Yeah, come on.
Stay clear of Echo. Stay clear Echo. Artillery strike is kicking in very soon.
Return to the combat area.
I like that an open-sighted rifle can still hold
Air
up
cover will also be provided.
in games like this. You can control huge tracts of land just by knowing your zeros and your holds.
Barrage inbound. Take cover.
Damn. What the crap? I forgot about Squad incorporating a new Vietnam. I forgot if that's the DLC you have to purchase or not, if it's just free.
Anti-air defenses are active.
Because if it does, I'm definitely going to be downloading Squad.
We are taking Echo.
RR, guys.
Rush E, rush E.
Rush E. Hurrah! Hurrah!
Oh, of course, sniper.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that.
We
A
are
DLC.
taking Echo.
'Cause this is like, not sure the DLC is probably fine. Could be different game. God, freaking damn it. I got Claymored. That's like the first time that's happened.
Oh, grenade!
Yeah, I'm
Well
intrigued
done.
to see what they're going to include in the game itself. Because I know Arma has a lot of crap that you can do for
Alright guys, the last objective is gonna be a challenge.
individual customization. I've liked what I've seen so far. New tunnel going up.
Full position, spotting is gonna be available. Spotting is gonna be
Oh,
available.
I almost shot
Full
you, soldier.
positions. Also remember your squad leaders, update your tunnels if you can.
They're off to
And
the
he
left.
got me.
Scout, report in.
Did he get you from the left, or did he get you from Firebase?
Firebase, cause I could see him standing.
Hmm.
Let's see if we can clear out some of those guys in the middle of the field before we attack.
There we
He's
go.
watching our tunnel there.
Let's see if I. Oh. His name is Dick Kickham.
Return to the combat area.
New tunnel down, right by the combat edge. I don't get this. Hey, you should be able to flank
Return
around
to
an
the combat
objective.
area.
No, that's outside the combat area. This is war. Everywhere's the combat area. Oh, hi. Goodbye. No, I'm not clearing the weapon.
That's not too big of a problem in Halland.
This is also true. Their maps are big enough so where it doesn't matter.
Yep. Well, massive flanking needs.
The grenades go a hell of a lot faster. Oh yeah, you can pick up M16s and M1s, or Garens. You know what? We're doing it.
If I can get an artillery mark for the center of F. Beautiful, that's perfect. I'm launching it right there.
Wait. I did the.
Return to the combat area.
Oh,
Remember, squad leaders,
Hey,
watch
that
smoke.
was weird.
Heads up if you're an alpha,
Well-
artillery's coming down on SL4 mark. SL4 mark. The artillery has a radius of 25 meters.
Find an objective.
I literally sneak onto point. Get asked, hey, can we get a, yeah, they're gonna be dropping
Anti-air
artillery.
cover is coming in as well.
Like, hey, can we get one in the middle? It's like, I'm right in the middle. Bam.
Oh, what's the button again to change between full auto and
X.
Defenses are
Second one from the left from the bottom
okay.
left.
Nice, got it.
Ah, freaking hell. Oh, they got our tunnel too. Those sons of bitches. Ooh. The squad came out. They have Fallujah as their basic map.
Hold your spawns. I'm gonna try to spawn you in right next to the objective.
They do greatly in. Ow, he shot me in the hand.
Launch smokes and launch nades. Launch smoke and launch nades.
Attack on my mark.
Down.
Oof. I should get an SOG knife. Can't find. Well, they're kind of expensive. Should I get a modern version? Like a good one with the leather washer handles and brass grips, like 300 bucks or 150 bucks new.
Air cover and artillery strike.
Yeah. Alright. We need to clear out that right
Like
hand
to know
flank.
how they get like 130-meter shots when we're on a hill and stuff, going very steep up.
Some of them might be in the towers.
Radio
Or
man, please
they
take me.
flanked all the way around behind us and are shooting us there. Because I keep getting hit from that right hand flank.
And it sounds a bit more believable.
Radio man, stop.
As far as I still know, the earth isn't flat, so that shouldn't happen then.
Gonna
I
do an
know
artillery strike on
there's a few
SLA.
people who might debate you on that one, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, always say can't argue with science.
No, people can. People have tried.
Well, let's be words, if they can argue with it, doesn't mean that they're right about it.
This is also true. Hell, people even disagree on what's science these days.
Yeah, they're in the tree line.
Artillery coming in at SLA. SLA.
Hey, what do you got?
What we need is like a machine gun to just mow that place down. Son of a freaking bitch.
Spotting will also be available, so hold your position.
Yeah, so we're wearing down their forces, but they're also wearing down ours. That's the funny part. Our anti-air goes from their point. Ah, he blended in. That makes me gumpy.
for as soon as I jump into these.
Right? You jump into the place and it's a perfect shooting gallery for them. It's like, ah. Oh, one of our boys got a Willy Peak grenade. I want somebody because he just got 3 kills with it. Oh, that's some counter already. Ow! Of course. What the? They're really close. C4 does not have that long of a range in this game for being tossed, unless that was pre-placed.
Many people are attacking in the middle. Nobody's attacking from the sides.
I'll tell
Nobody's
you why.
flanking.
I'll tell you why. There's too many people in those trees. And there's also the 6 minutes that we have
Alright, my
before.
friends, do your best. Swing hard left towards the foxtrot. Hard left, calling an artillery strike right in the edge of the foxtrot. So please swing hard left. Swing hard left.
And he's dropping artillery, it sounds like.
Anti-air support.
I'm on the trees on the right side. Wanna clear them out.
I don't know if I just shot you or not.
14 seconds and artillery strike is coming down.
Oh, yeah, just shot a friendly. At least made somebody's
Here it
day a
comes,
little bit harder.
On my mark. The very beginning of foxtrot. Swing hard left.
Yep, team wound.
Barrage inbound. Take
Help!
cover.
Killed me with a shotgun from 104 meters. A shotgun.
That's weird.
Bombing you.
Yeah.
If you guys died, please hold your spawn. That's not
He just killed a lot of friendlies, I think.
He told us to go left, no one listened. Essentially, it's their own goddamn fault.
Go, go, go. Defensive position. Go, go,
What?
go.
So the guy pops up out of nowhere and immediately zeroes me from about 60 meters into a bunker where I have a decent amount of cover that I'm leaning out of.
You just shot the friendly guy who picked up an M16.
Ah! That's some paranoia. The Garen fires so fast in this game, though.
Oh shit, I have this number, so I only have one left.
One remaining reinforcement. Which means
Hold
they'll have.
guard, incoming enemy artillery.
Which means, alright, we just gotta kill off the rest of them. But if we keep dying, it's
The
gonna be
enemy
about.
has no reinforcements.
So we gotta kill about 30 people. Win by kills. And we've got just over half their numbers. More if we
You
don't
guys
swim.
died, please hold your spawn. Hold
Yeah,
your
hold spawn.
Ready to rapid deploy you guys in.
Rapid
10
deploy doesn't
seconds,
use
10 seconds,
reinforcements.
rapid deploy.
I'm just hiding in a bunker. I'm on the point.
Same.
The entire bunker is on fire and I'm on hurt. The other guy, our friend, he just ran in too late, the poor guy.
Yeah, it's weird what the napalm will do.
Alright, cancel that. I'm nowhere near the objective. Spawn if you have to. Spawn if you have to.
Okay. SU dies last.
Overcapping.
I also like that you can check your magazines by holding the R button.
I saw that earlier. It's pretty nice.
Oh,
Hold your spawns for a second. I'm doing spawning as well.
oh, oh.
There we go, we captured it. Victory.
Defenses are active.
Nice.
Good job, team. You guys all did really well.
That mean we got a raise now?
This is Vietnam. You
Swapping
don't get a
sides.
raise. Oh, nice. Who do I want to be? I want to be a rifleman. Because that's all I can be.
M16.
M14 as well if you want a little bit more pain in your ass.
Yeah, wait, no, wait a minute. M14, yeah, I like the M14. I remember this.
Alright guys, this is my first time being commander as on the US side. If any of you guys think you guys can do a better commander than I can, then just let me know and I'll give it to someone else.
Yo, Joey.
That isn't a valid location. Give me another one. That isn't a valid location. Give me another one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're defending. Why the hell did I run out here? I thought we were attacking for a second.
I know it's a hard time to
I know, it took a second for my brain to connect like, wait a minute, I don't see any objectives to attack.
I recommend you guys, those of you on A, recommend you guys go on the very edge of A, because I'll be smoking artillery strike right at SL5 and SL3. I don't want a friendly fire, you guys. Artillery's coming in 1 minute. Keep up that suppressed fire. It's great.
Very enthusiastic, I like it.
For those of you still in alpha, there's some of you guys who are way too close to the artillery. Stand back a bit. I don't want to
Does he mean us who pushed out, or not?
he means those who are like right on the front edge of A. So since we're
Okay, I
looking-
think that's me, so I'm gonna run back a bit. Because I was right next to it.
there's a cap zone that you have to be in. He's got it all on the front, and there's a bunch of people in the mid area. God, this plane is such an ass way to defend. Because one, it's just so open, and there's no place for us to really hide. But also, it's really hard for them. Yeah, and if you stay up too long, you get schwacked like that.
hold positions, spotting's coming up, spotting's coming up.
I know a company in the U.S. called
Recon is in
Brownells
the air.
make reproductions of these early
Alright, I'm gonna
M16s.
try out this napalm strike for the very first time.
Oh, if I want to, I can get a replica of the M16s they're using in this.
Nice.
believe it's even the 20 Mac version. Not sure about that too.
If I remember correctly, the 20 rounders and the 30s are interchangeable. It's just that they were quickly the 20s were quickly phased out in the first several years of the war because they found out, you know what, 20 rounds kind of sucks. Especially in a rifle that can do full
Guys,
auto.
Alpha, heads up, napalm strike coming in. Oh, they destroyed it.
Napalm inbound. Take cover.
Alright, they're flanking on the right hand side. They're flanking from the west, heavy. That's gonna fry some of our guys. Oh yeah. Napalm only comes in adjustable
Alright,
for
napalm strike calling in
Australians.
artillery strike. Artillery strike coming in at Sol 5. Wait for impact.
Man, he ain't getting back up. Already support inbound. Take cover. Somebody find him and kill that asshole. Alpha is being
Oh! Nice.
Damn.
What'd you get hit with?
Yeah, no, not me. The guys next to me got blown up by the artillery.
Yeah.
But see the body pieces flying.
I apologize for all the team killing.
There was a. Actually, the first time you and I played together, a hand came over the top of a cliff from some explosions. It's like, aha! Yes. Ah, son of a bitch. What's my ping at? That's almost 200. That explains a
We
little
have
bit of
lost
it.
Alpha.
Alright. Bravo's really kind of a bitch to defend.
Everyone fall back, fall back. That's my fault. Everyone needs to fall back, fall back.
But there's a lot of places to dig in.
That isn't a valid location. Give me
my
another
Found
one.
the artillery and how that was more intimidating though because you can see it coming right at you there.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah, the explosions are really, really nice in Hell Let Loose.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's somebody's gas tank. We're gonna try to. We're gonna try to defend the eastern flank. Oh my freaking god!
I am saving my scout until we have to defend Charlie.
Oh my freaking god! It shot me in the
Next
ass.
artillery strike is available in a minute and 45 seconds.
Shot me in the courier.
Either way, my pelvic girdle is screwed. One thing that is lacking in the game: medics.
Yeah, indeed, I missed that a bit.
Yeah, the grenades fly with a passion. Though.
That's what I found funny in Hell Let Loose. Usually when you throw a grenade in that, it's like you're throwing it through outer space when you see them flying off.
Oh yeah.
Well, when you see it flying off.
Alright, hold position. I'm going to use spotting now just so I can see if there's a good group for an artillery strike.
Okay, thanks for the lurk, BT. Have fun while you're out.
Hey, BT.
Recon is in the air.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, there's a lot on the right-hand flank. Like there is an assload on the right-hand flank.
What's your position?
No, west side. Thank you for the host. If you check your maps, you should be able to see the recon.
We're gonna need some guys on the left flank. There's a bunch of guys on our left flank. Bravo.
Wait, we're on the left flank.
No, he's looking at it from the map. It's the left flank on the map.
Ah.
Compared to what would make sense is looking out, it'd be right and left.
Yeah, to the enemy lines.
Yeah. Either way, what side needs
Arty
us?
support inbound. Take
Because
cover.
that's very confusing. Because if people do interpret it that like I do, English, all guys are gonna start heading towards the left, while actually the enemy is coming from the right.
Yeah.
Because most guys think, oh,
What I'm looking
they're coming
at.
from the left where we are, yeah. Because I realize
I
that
can
was also
barely hear you, man.
that he's holding his map upside down as well. But this is good in combat.
Okay, baby T. Save your batteries.
Just a heads up, guys on the left flank. I'm also gonna call like the gunship to scrape the our left flank.
Spooky coming in on the west flank, which might be right on top of us.
Or that he uses like we do in Hallet, lose our compass. I'm
Guys on
gonna
the left
drop.
flank, heads up, gunship
They're
coming in.
coming from 210.
AC-47 inbound. Take cover.
There can
All
be
right,
no miss.
Spooky's ahead of us by about half a square.
Thank you for the correction. That is our right flank.
Oh! He knows.
Someone corrected him. It's just easier to give compass directions, so that way there is no confusion.
I know that's what I meant earlier.
No, I
Like,
just
oh,
told him
they're
that.
coming. Ah.
Do apologize for all the team killing. Do apologize.
Well, he has a team killed with the. Is it the chopper or the C-100?
It's a
That's coming over now.
C-47. We just call it the
Ah.
Spooky. It's
Okay, well, yeah. He has a team killed with the spooky, so.
What do we call them? They're trying to push the other side. We'll hold here. Oh, there's almost no squad leads on the other side. Alright. It's amazing that the sidearms of World War One, the 1917 and the 1911, are still the sidearms all the way up into Vietnam.
Oh, the 1911 even longer, eh? If I'm not mistaken.
It started being phased out by the Army in the 1980s after the adoption of the M9 Beretta. But certain units still use them as their preferred sidearms, but those
I'm gonna
mostly
launch a napalm
private.
strike on our left flank. On our left
Recon
flank.
is in the air.
I believe even Navy SEALs still uses them today. Some prefer them.
Yes and
Stay
no.
clear of the left side of B. Stay clear of the left
Most
side
of
of B. There's napalm coming in.
Yeah. Okay. The oh, they're pushing off ball in the center. So the thing
Napalm
is,
strike on the left flank of
a
B.
lot of the
Stay clear,
SEAL
stay clear.
teams are issued SIG 226s because 9mm stuff, and they're also starting to adopt Glock 19s, at least for the U.S. And there's a lot of benefits. However, a properly tuned and made 1911 will outperform a lot of things. They're just a huge pain in the ass to maintain and to get right, without it being several $1,000s for one pistol.
Alright, instead of a napalm strike, it's gonna be an artillery strike. Stay clear of the left side of Bravo.
Just need a sec.
Yeah, speaking of pistols, I found out the other day, because I thought our pistols were imported from like the America and stuff, but actually no, we used Belgium-made pistols of the FN factory in Belgium itself. We supply our own pistols.
Which one's your standard ones?
I need to look up the name again, I forgot it. Just know where it's made, FN Herentals.
Yeah, Americans are mostly familiar with FN Herstal for their pistols and stuff. The 509 is a semi-popular self-defense and duty handgun in the U.S.
Once I'm done, I'm gonna look it up again. Anyway, our main rifles are Pfalz and Scars.
Interesting. Scars never really caught on in the U.S., despite the fact that they were made to replace the M4s. It was because the overall performance that they had
Gungeon support in the middle of, just ahead of
was
Rec Center, SL5.
was not all that comparatively improved over the M4, and we had a much more wide variety of support.
Man, let's clear out Bravo. Clear
AC-47
out
inbound.
Bravo.
Take cover.
Funnily enough, on this year's national holiday, we always have the parade of the army and stuff.
Hold short of Bravo.
There are actually
Hold short of
soldiers
Bravo.
from
Gungeon
Luxembourg this time in it too, and from South Korea. Because it was 50 years ago that our Belgium unit together with the Luxembourgs and the South Vietnamese fought in the Korean War.
Nice.
It was actually the 50-year anniversary for that. So they sent some soldiers over. In memory of that allied ship, let's say. As a thank you.
Alliance.
Yeah, alliance, that's it.
Mine says the Scar was better than the M4, but it was like, so expensive it wasn't worth it. I've heard a lot of mixed things, that the while the Scar was decent in its performance, it tended to beat itself apart more than the M4. And the returns were not all that great.
Three main pistols they use over here in the army is the Browning GP, the FN57 Mike II, which is the one that's produced over here, and the Glock 17.
Huh. People always seem to try to crap on Glock in the U.S., but it's like, oh, they're adopted in a lot of places, so that kind of tells you that they're worth it.
Our submachine guns are the FN Uzi, the FN P90, and the MP9. Our main rifles are the FN FNC,
Artillery strike on the left flank.
well, FN F2000.
I put it center, to be honest. It seems that's where they're pushing the hardest.
Two versions of
They,
the
We're
score.
gonna do some
The,
on the right. Can we, oh.
Yeah, Uzi, while
one that's a
Uzi
right,
is
one
originally
that's
made
a
by IMI, FN might have had a technical document sent over so that they can produce it and licensely make it as well.
Oh, how about that? Didn't even know that.
Alright,
What?
SL4 it is. Artillery strike coming at
Apparently your
SL4.
army has also 59
Stay close to the
Barrett
south of Bravo,
50
south
cal
of Bravo.
snipers.
I've got guys too close to SL4.
I didn't know that he had that heavy ordnance. He's not in the army.
What was that command? You said SL4? Ah. They're putting a explosion in the center of
Thank
there.
you for the correction on my north and south.
That's what it said, Evan.
USL4 for the good one.
Yeah.
Probably because it's produced in the FN factory over here. That's called Evan.
Got many rounds left.
Yeah. I am down to 1 magazine for my rifle. Yeah, it's actually quite fascinating to see who licensed what to who, because I know FN got licensed to make the BAR,
At the right, top right side
the FAL, and they also licensed it out to other locations.
If they shoot it down, I'm gonna wait 60 seconds and launch the napalm strike.
This is true, minus that they are Altivor, the Galil Tavor and Uzi are named from IWI, and there is license for FN to use them,
AC-47 inbound.
and they
Take
are
cover.
outdated. It's just weird. I guess because I deal with a lot of firearms, I don't really necessarily think, oh, this has to be a thing for a particular nation. I've learned a lot recently. Technically, so is the M4, M16 line as well. They're from 56 in design, and the AKs are even older than that. But the purpose of open bolt submachine guns really has gone down, especially with the advancements of short barrel technology for rifles.
Alright, and they have stands up. I'm gonna wait 60 seconds.
No,
I'm gonna launch the napalm
Forget,
strike.
and that's at
South-
least over here.
south-
That on the fence, that's quite a lot of budget cuts.
Yeah,
So that means you have to pull, have some corners off sometimes when purchasing guns and stuff. So
Yeah. there's that too. Like most places, an MP5, some people consider the MP5 to be probably the best 9mm submachine gun out there. The second or third generation, which I would agree with, since it's essentially a pistol set up like a rifle or a pistol caliber rifle. They do their job, but they're just submachine guns in general are starting to head out. There's still an application in a lot of places that don't have the budget to replace MP5s or even 9mm submachine guns in general. But it still doesn't mean that they aren't going to be obsolete at some time within the next 10 to 20 years.
the police over here, most of their heavy weapons are still submachine guns. Only like 2 years ago that
20
they actually
seconds,
start getting
napalm
assault
strike coming
rifles.
in at southwest of Bravo.
Bravo is being
Really,
attacked.
Yeah. There's a replacement for the Sten. It was developed like the Sten, it must have been cheap and it had to work. That's the other thing. Uzi is part of the first or semi-second generation
Napalm strike coming in. Let's hope they
SMG.
don't
Bravo
go
is being
down.
attacked.
And while it was easily made, I think its biggest attraction is that it has a grip safety. Because you gotta really clamp that bitch down in order to be able to fire
Bravo
it.
is being attacked.
But then there's also the dangers of not having such a safety on an open bolt submachine gun.
Somebody kill that commie man.
Right,
So-
look at the what was the police in Brazil? Can't remember. They still use the Maxim machine gun in 2012. That's saying something.
Nope, that's one of those.
Artillery
That's
strike
like the
coming in
Maxton
south of Bravo as well.
That they used the World War I and stuff.
Yeah,
It was even developed before
I
World
know-
War I, not sure.
I'm pretty sure that there's a couple places in Brazil or Argentina that still use the American tank. I can't believe it slipped my mind. The
SL4
the
once
Sherman
again.
as police APCs.
Apologize for the DQ. Apologize for the DQ.
Right, at the end of the day, it may be still old or not, still kills people.
Or still keep people from being killed, depending on what it's used. Because the Russian-Afghan War in the 80s is a perfect example of Mujahideen using stuff like Lee Enfield rifles and lever actions and all these outdated guns in order to stave off the Russians until they could acquire Russian equipment for AKs and stuff. So it's always brought up in a lot of the gun circles. It's like, what's the bestest gun ever? It's like, well, it's the gun that you have for the most part. But if you can upgrade to something that's a lot better,
Calling in gunship
Go for it.
support.
At the end of the day, you have to use what you got.
and people will use examples like that to say, well, see, this old, outdated design is still cutting edge technology and it's the best thing out there. It's like, no, it's what you have.
AC-47
It is
inbound.
legitimately
Take cover.
the best thing only because you don't have anything else.
You go into combat with what you get, not with what you want.
Which is why you generally should prepare for combat before you get into it.
Yep.
Like, despite the general view that America is just full of guns and everyone has one, certain weird-ass laws and areas of it make it actually kind of hard to get some.
So like, even the hardest sports in America to get guns is still relative easy compared how it is over here.
Yes,
Alright,
this is true.
might get shot down, but I called in a scout support by mistake.
Some of the worst
Positions,
ones.
Wait for the
are-
scout to come in.
I didn't know that the Shermans were used into the late 90s in military service. I'm not surprised by that, though.
Recon
The,
is in the
uh,
air.
Wait a minute, I'm just gonna get more smoke.
It's weird. Like, by most definitions, this M16, as long as it was Chileans, I'm not surprised by that. This M16 in semi-auto only is completely legal in, I would probably say, about 80% of the U.S. and even where I live. But certain counties or smaller like local governments in my area would say that this rifle is illegal, even in a semi-auto sense.
Even just minor hunting rifles, or even very hard to come by, or at least very strict with the laws and stuff. How to keep it and stuff.
Isn't
Even a
that-
simple buckshot.
I was going to ask about shotguns, because I know shotguns are a little bit more prevalent in the UK because of the restrictions on rifles.
Well, let's say from what I know over here, I don't know it in detail, it's all very strict. And also you have to go that, which is also a bit normal in my opinion though. Once you get the gun, you have to go so many times in the year to the shooting range and stuff.
Yeah, that seems to be the... Because I had a project a while ago where I had to look up the laws for the UK and for Spain, of all places. And...
Pretty random.
Yeah, it was because I was doing some work for a not a defense firm. They're like a supplier, and they wanted information for potential markets. So I had to look up.
Evacuate out of Bravo.
Had to like essentially learn about it, and most of the things that I keep finding out about is that you have to be part of a shooting club. I'm sorry, marksmanship
Evacuate
guild.
out of Bravo. Evacuate out of Bravo. Close air support inbound.
And have a certain amount of things, have certain requirements for storing it, and for the most part, that is unheard of in the US.
Bravo is being attacked.
Get out of Bravo. Close air support coming in very soon.
I know. That's what I mean. I always said like it's very
Clear
very
out of
strict
Bravo.
over here.
Clear out of Bravo.
Yeah.
I don't know how the law is exactly about guns over here, but I do know how it came to be so strict, because I was already old enough to remember that when it happened.
I'm guessing there was an attack.
We're gonna stay in Bravo. Stay close to the
It wasn't really a
northeast and
terrorist
northwest
attack,
corner of
but
the Bravo.
well,
Danger close coming in.
Mass
Danger
shooting.
go a
coming
couple of
down.
years
Take
back.
cover.
Well, it was not even that mass, but
We
let's
have
say
lost Bravo.
the gun law wasn't too strict back then.
Mhm.
And
Alright,
somebody
everyone
went
fall back towards
buy
C. Everyone immediately fall back
like
towards
a
C.
very light rifle though, but he showed his pass and stuff and some documentation, and he bought it and he shot some people on the street with it.
Mm.
Don't believe it was too many bodies, but still he shot people with it. And then they decided, oh, he got too easy on the gun, and then they came with a bunch of regulations and like, oh,
Return
all
to
the people
combat area.
who have guns now need to register their guns and pay for it, a pretty big fee, or otherwise hand them over to the police and stuff for free. A lot of people turned their guns in because they weren't like, oh, we're not gonna pay that fee and stuff.
Mm.
And then you
It's-
also have to be part of that gun club, like you said before, and go shooting with it so many times in the year. But there was a lot of old people or people who just wanted it in a house for protection. I'm one
Yeah.
of those people
Right here, man.
that
Hold still,
were like,
stand.
nah, we don't have the time to go to a shooting club or something like that.
It's
Fall
an
back towards C,
expensive
fall back
hobby.
towards C.
Like
Indeed.
even in
Doors just
places
south of C.
like here, it's an
Fall back,
expensive
fall back
hobby.
further.
Especially if you want to do it right.
Like, I wouldn't mind to have at
Party's
least a
forward and
pistol
bound.
in the house
Take
for
cover.
protection, cause you never know.
Mm.
But yeah. You not have a gun, but they have other stuff though.
Yeah. Well, this gets into. I almost shot Bing-a-ding. Sorry, Bing Bing.
Hey, man, hold still for a second. Hold still for a second.
Let's go.
These what the just got team killed. The luck that we do have over here though is like when all those terrorist attacks happened in 2013. We straight up said over here, we're putting the army on the streets. And they only pulled them off like the first of next month. The last soldiers are gonna be out the streets. But like the entire Antwerp, the entire army was over it. And Brussels, which I found pretty good. Not police patrolling, actual soldiers patrolling the streets.
The U.S.
They were-
The U.S.'s history makes them very paranoid of stuff like that. Extremely paranoid.
Spawning's coming up. Spawning's
I
coming
understand
up.
why people would do that. And put it out there. I understand securing an area after a terrorist attack. But to keep them there for so long makes it very makes Americans uneasy.
Oh, over here, people felt very reassured by that. Like, oh, the guys with the big guns are out now.
There's that.
Actually, able to stop an attack later. Was another one in Brussels. He pulled out, tried to blow something up that failed, but then he miscalculated. He ran into the subway. The soldiers ran after him, of course. But what he tried to do is he had a bomb. He had a bomb strapped on.
Oh,
He
there.
found out after he died, of course. But he was going from, oh, I surrender, and he thought, oh, it's police. They're gonna arrest me and stuff. Put cuffs
No.
on, and then I'm gonna blow me up. No, the soldiers went in, bam, straight up headshot them, like
Nice.
it should be.
Danger close at SL10.
And they
Danger close at
discovered,
SL10.
indeed,
They
he had the
off
bomb
right
on,
hand. Fall
so-
back towards C. Fall back north towards C. Fall back north.
So after a small kerfuffle at the
Napalm
U.S.
strike coming in at
Capitol
sector
in
G6.
January,
Please fall back towards
a
F6.
large detachment of
You're gonna
National
get
Guard
decalled. Please fall back.
was
Please fall
de-
back.
deployed to the U.S. Capitol, and they set up a perimeter wall, so it's like a defensive gate kind of thing.
Oh yeah, what was that the time with all the riots then? Because we saw something from that on the news over here.
Oddly enough, no. It was not because of the riots. So there's a bunch of weird-ass crap that happened around January 6th. The political aspect of it was that people say that an insurrection went down. However, from all the video that I have seen, a bunch of people went there on January 6th, walked up to one of the U.S. Capitol buildings, were let inside, and just kind of walked a little bit around where people normally aren't supposed to go, and some people possibly stole some things from some of the offices that were unsecured by their owners, and unfortunately, the Secret Service shot one of the protesters, or one of the people in there who were trying to push farther in when no one was being attacked, no one was just, they were just kind of pushing out a door. Because of that, it's like 5,000 troops
directly in the middle of sector G5
were put onto the
right
Capitol.
on the line of
And
G5, G6.
according to my recollection, no one has mentioned them being pulled out. Like, they even beefed up security afterwards. So there's still people protecting the U.S. Capitol for some reason. And
But that's
everyone...
what a couple of months ago that he stormed the Capitol
Yes.
with the elections and stuff.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was
we saw that too on the news that people were running in there. We saw that footage.
Yeah, they keep using the term storm, but there's like no weapons on any of them. No one except protesters were killed. People say, oh, a couple of the Capitol Police died, but it was like from 2 to 3 different instances of they had a heart attack the next day. And then there's a bunch of weird ass crap going around where some of the people who were present are committing suicide at a high rate. It's like, well, that's freaking strange. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the U.S. that's very, let's just say, at least half the Americans are very wary of it and very not okay with it.
Yeah, no, we didn't hear anything about the rest of it. Just like, people with quotations stormed the Capitol and they were gonna deploy the National Guard, and that's about it. All that we heard about that. For the rest,
They actually did deploy the National Guard, and the weird part of it is that supposedly the current president was elected as the most popular president to have votes for him during the entire time. He's been the only president to have armed guards, essentially armed U.S. troops, protecting the area in mass, while having a very minimalist crowd there. It raised a lot of questions. Oh hey, we won.
We won this fight.
ah, nice victory. Didn't you notice we were winning?
You guys are the best team a commander could have asked for. You guys all did really well. You should all be proud of
Victory.
yourselves.
Well, I know the current president isn't doing too well with
Yeah.
popularity.
Not very well in popularity or in effect. It's unfortunate because due to things like COVID restrictions, political things, everything still feels very tense in the United States. It is probably one of the most bizarre things I've ever lived through.
What was it? The news actually today stated in some article that they even tried to push the blame on some of the commanders, like, oh, everybody agreed to fall back already, that we have enough time and stuff. But that appeared not to be true, because lots of commanders warned them from, we don't have enough time.
There was a couple of supposed leaked memos that essentially stated there was a plan of a slowed withdrawal from Afghanistan that was just ignored and trashed for political reasons because it was from the previous administration.
Yeah, every time politics is involved, it's always
Yeah,
fucked.
it is completely screwed every time people just prioritize politics over, you know, people's lives.
Vietnam or American?
Let's try Americans.
Okay.
Ooh, point man. Yes. You can snag a machine gunner.
I'm gonna try out the M16 for a bit.
I personally like the XM17. That the point man sometimes gets. Essentially, it's the early M4 version of the M16. It's got that cool factor.
Oh wait, which squad?
I'm unassigned.
Alright, my fellow US Army soldiers, let's show the North Vietnamese who we are, who they're messing with.
Which one want you to? Want you? Damn it, English.
Okay.
Do you want to jump in?
I'm gonna jump in Echo.
Okay. Here we go. There we go. Signal shot
That's a
M16.
great start I got. Actually, to the face.
Return to the combat area.
Because and I don't know much to it because I don't know of the history of it. That a lot of people are have been comparing it with the retreat of Saigon.
Yeah, they, you know what is actually amusing? The one
What?
who was in power at the
SL4,
time
SL1, thank you for your marks.
over the retreat at Saigon, not only were the was like the same helicopter used, but the
Oh, that's why they put the picture of the Chinook up.
yep, like the exact same helicopter was used. But the other thing of it is, who was set over like the
Remember to watch
retreat
our
of that
north and south flanks. The North Vietnamese love to flank our objectives.
was the current president. He was in charge at the
Oh.
time of the when we had to pull out of Cambodia and Laos.
I'm gonna call in a gunship support for on the north side of A for SL5, either SL5 or SL3.
I didn't know he was already around in politics at least.
He's
already
been in
then.
there. He's been in there for like 40 years.
Ooh, 40 years, a politician. Ooh,
That's a lot.
better go to hell then.
Eh. Like there's 200 years worth of experience in politics and Congress alone in the U.S.
AC-47 inbound. Take
Give
cover.
me your fire grenade. Thank you.
It's also an incident I've heard of, but I'm pretty sure we're never gonna hear how that worked out. It's probably gonna be behind closed doors that he handled that, but there was actually an incident between ours and your guys. Well, these citizens, let's say.
I mean, in,
Uh,
in Afghanistan.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, people were on one of the checkpoints to get into the airfield. One of them was an Afghan with the Belgium nationality, sitting and waiting. So he was waiting there. He ordered the people to sit down. And one of our soldiers turned up with a Belgian flag to wave around for the people to see, like, oh, we're evacuating Belgians. So the guy put his hand up with his passport and stand up and waves to our soldier, like, oh, I'm Belgium over here. And your guy shot him.
That sounds like a very American thing to do.
Yeah, and it was in front of our Belgium military guy who saw it, so pretty curious how they're gonna handle that one.
We're actually more concerned about the bombing attack that happened outside the gates of the airport.
Alright, radio
Oh
operator,
yeah, they said that about the news today.
I'm gonna try and knock
They
more
even
people in the
reported
face.
from out Washington. Because there was, well, talk, I believe, like, oh, we're
Stay
not
right
gonna
here,
let this
radio
slide, but
operator.
everybody's going, so what are you gonna respond with?
Yeah, my personal
That's for a few
opinion is that
Dumbass, I'm a
people are. My guess is that something like that and several of these are going to try to create another forever war. Just think about it.
Who let this fucking 4-year-old on voice? Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I know. I wouldn't be
Send
surprised
Spotter plane up.
that within 3-5 years, your guys and NATO is gonna be back over there.
I would not be surprised in the slightest.
Yep, me neither.
I don't think the enemy team has a command.
I don't know
Recon
when,
is in the air.
In the,
but I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen though.
The
But
other co-
history is probably gonna repeat itself
where
now.
specifically would you guys like the napalm
Like you
strike?
see already, like ISK or whatever they call it over there. So I
Oh.
wouldn't be surprised if they have a civil war with the Taliban, take over regions, then set up recruitment posts and
We're gonna
stuff.
do right in the
And
middle,
it's gotta be the
SL-14
same thing,
launching in at
like when
SL-14.
we went over there in the 2000s. Like, oh, time to clear this out.
Also gonna call in an artillery strike for SL-5.
a number of people I know are concerned that. Oh, God freaking damn it!
If you're in the north sector, watch out for
Uh,
artillery strike. It's coming in
That's
at
possibly
SL-5.
just going to be another hotbed of
Napalm
training
inbound. Take
areas,
cover.
and then they're just going to export people to other locations, or become a satellite state to China for some reason.
Here it comes.
Arty support inbound. Take cover.
Looks like they do have a commander.
There's even talk about the Russians from some people, but I don't think they're are gonna be too enthusiastic to go back over there.
Oh, yeah. There was what's it called?
Do apologize for the team killing. I do apologize.
That I lost my train of thought. It might be because it's snack time for me and my blood sugar is going low. Or it's hot.
Alright, I installed the option for a napalm strike, so we're gonna try this again in 15 seconds. Hopefully by then the SBA has
It'll come to
cooled
me.
down.
Most of the people I know who are active in foreign warfare are more concerned about China than they are about Russia. Because Russia's currently just stuck up with their invasion of the Ukraine.
Oh yeah. But they're still like, if I'm not right, officially they aren't a war though.
That's been going on for like
Officially at least.
five or so years now, hasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. The only thing I know that the Russian army itself was actually involved was taking back the Crimea and Sevastopol. That was actually Russian army that's now
Russian to
over
A,
there.
Reclaim it, Russian to A, reclaim it.
But you don't hear that much anymore about the news on that civil war.
People are also stopped listening to the plight of people in Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, that died down too.
I mean,
Guys in the south, I'm gonna call in gotcha.
But also with Corona and stuff, like, oh yeah, you have to stay indoors and stuff.
yeah.
That was also, I think, a pretty handy excuse there for the officials to use too, like, oh, you can't go out protesting, it's Corona.
There was that, and there are reports of people essentially just being taken into the hospital and disappearing over there. So,
Yeah,
Some
but,
people-
which I wouldn't be surprised from over there.
some people
AC-47
were
inbound. Take
positing
cover.
the theory that one of the reasons why Corona started to flare up so much was that it was a bioweapon used to curb the Hong Kong people, and along with the entire world economy.
Well, I don't know if that was its purpose, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was engineered in a lab, though.
Yeah.
I even
Yeah.
believe it was the big article because it was like they wanted to downplay it, but the World Health Organization came actually back on the fact from, oh, it is not manufactured in a lab, it's not possible. They came back to that statement like, oh, maybe it is possible that it was came from a lab.
I know there's a lot of talk in our U.S. politics regarding one of our chief. You know who Dr. Fauci is? Silver-haired guy, generally speaks on the U.S.'s behalf of like what we're doing for coronavirus response.
If you guys wish to update your marks,
I think I saw him on the news over here maybe 1 or 2 times when it started.
Some one of our senators who's a little bit more people-oriented in regards to like, hey, I want to make sure the U.S. Is benefiting from things and that we're not, being mean to our people for no reason.
Yep.
Was asking the Fauci what his connection to the Wuhan lab was, with correspondence to possibly back up. To back up the claims, the guy's like, "Nah, I never was there." It's like, then what about this email that I have between you and somebody else talking about working with this lab?
Alpha is being attacked.
But unfortunately, because of he's people divided along the political lines of like,
Alpha is
well,
being attacked.
there are guys politically, don't worry about it. Like, hey, it seems kind of odd that some of your previous research covers this exact scenario that we're in right now, and you're working with a place that supposedly had the leak of this virus.
We have lost Alpha.
Alright, I know you guys take retreating, but we gotta fall back
And
to B. Quick.
You
Fall
can
back
also
to B,
not
fall back
forget,
to B. Mark the target just
a
ahead.
virus
So
is a force of nature,
markings on sector
Well,
M7, B7.
a natural virus of course, and it's like a fire. It doesn't discriminate between ages. And this virus is highly contagious. Yeah, it's mostly, mostly deadly for older people and people with weaker health.
The weaker health part isn't all that surprising. Yeah, it seems very selective.
Yeah, indeed. And that's not the nature of a virus. A virus doesn't discriminate like that. A natural virus.
Yeah.
That's also, I've always found that a bit weird. The other people found that a bit weird too.
In the U.S., there was great
Radio,
concerns
man, you're free to do
over
whatever you
our
would like. I'll call you when I need you.
not our healthcare system, our school system being essentially having children die because of them going to school again. But if we look at the data that we have available to us, even starting in the age range for people who have died, even under the age of like 5, is
What's the
a
status?
fraction
What's the
of
status,
a
man? Are they advancing from the north or the south?
is a very, very small fraction of the deaths, and most of the deaths are up in the people who are over the age of 60 and 70. It's like the evidence states, hey, more than likely children will be dying from this if they go back to school. We can't go back to school! And especially in my home state, we have a
There's
teachers
a guy
union
in Bravo. There's a guy in Bravo who just killed me.
who is very much in control of the school systems, and they will. How do I put this?
Give me 5.
The teachers are being paid no matter what, and so currently they've had a year-long vacation. Dang it. And they've still been paying essentially the wages they get if they were working. So it seems like they're being motivated to not go back
Thank you to Field
and to do their jobs.
Gotta take 5. There you go.
Yeah, I know it's more a bit lucky over there because a good portion of the country has been vaccinated fully by now. So they know like, oh, when the schools are gonna go open again from September 1st, maybe more chance of the virus spreading around and stuff with contact. But enough of the people are vaccinated now that it won't be as bad.
Yeah.
Not that many people are gonna get in hospitals now because of the vaccinations.
Or at least it won't be as lethal as some people would think.
Yeah, indeed, that too.
Unfortunately, here in the U.S., many people are touting the vaccines as being 100% preventative. Then we have like famous people who have received the vaccine, getting it like a week or so later, and people are like, "Oh my God, how could this happen?" It's like because it's not fully preventative. Because BT, she's been vaccinated or partially vaccinated, and it's read up a lot of
Bravo is being attacked.
on the aspects of it, but how it's being portrayed in the news media is more sacred talisman than medical treatment. Like, if you get this, no one will ever die. Why aren't you getting it? So, this makes no sense. Because they stated recently that we were having a quote-unquote pandemic of the unvaccinated. My personal opinion is if someone doesn't want to take it, they should be able to not take it, and they're just taking their own life.
Indeed. I know a couple of people who don't want to let them get vaccinated. I don't mind. That's their choice.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of, and these are individuals who mainly fall on the U.S. Democratic side, don't want people to be able to make their own choices. They want to make that choice for you, and I don't think that's the right thing. Because how many times has that played out and been positive?
Yeah, that's gonna have the opposite effects.
You also have to remember there's a great clip from a show called, or a movie called The Gambler. And in the context of the scenes, like the guy, Mark Wahlberg's character, wants to make a crap load.
Radio man, follow me. We're falling back towards Charlie.
Needs a crap load of money so he can do essentially what he wants, when he wants, where he wants. And the guy he's talking to says, "You want FU money," and it's built up on the concept of FU. The U.S. was founded on the concept of FU. And when people are told in the U.S. are told to do something essentially against their will, they will default to that.
Please remark artillery
And people
locations.
don't understand just how stubborn the U.S. is. Which I personally don't think is a bad thing, because we've done bad, but we've also done a lot of good with our stubborn attitude. People can agree to disagree on that, but I think it's a benefit. Oh, Pistolara. I'm sorry if I have
Also,
overtalked.
Oh yeah, no.
Please fall back towards Charlie.
Was concentrating for a bit, but behind enemy lines.
The area.
But no, I agree. I think the problem again is
Just wanna
like
minimize friendly fire
comes
as
from
much
the
as possible.
politicians. Like you have to and stuff.
Scout aircraft is coming in
And
20
they're
seconds.
already not that popular, and then they think, oh, let's throw some oil on the fire instead of being a bit more
Those of you that are G5 and F5,
democratic.
you guys mark,
Instead of listening to their people, they want to ignore them and think they know it's best.
yeah.
spotter aircraft is coming up.
The
Oh, no, that's the word. Let's bring it more reasonable, like, oh, you better do this for this reason and that. Then maybe people will think, yeah, wait, but they still have the choice. The choice is
Recon
yours.
is in the
But
air.
no, what do? No,
Recon's
no
coming up,
argument,
hold your
no
position.
reason. You have to do it.
Oh, the funny part is, certain states, being my state and a few others, are actually threatening people for not getting the vaccinations. Oh, you don't get the vaccinations, you don't get proof of your vaccinations. We're going to be going back to mask mandates, despite the fact that a decent portion of the area is being vaccinated. Oh, not everyone's getting it? We're going to punish everyone.
Napalm coming in at sector SL4.
Oh, God. No way, Moreira, it's more like we encourage you to sorry, English, to let you get vaccinated. But if you don't, well, your choice. That's how it is over here.
I would prefer that over here. Unfortunately, it's not the case. Like, in the beginning, when it was first starting out, the thing was, hey, it's recommended that you socially distance and that you wear a mask. I was like, okay. You have a choice. Oh, cool, someone was actually there and I played more than them. The unfortunate part of it was, okay, we don't think enough of you are using masks and socially distancing, so we're not going to force you to. That didn't go over very well, but then it went on longer than it should have.
Radio man, stay
It's
with
an
me, please, stay with me,
absolute mess. An
Oh,
absolute
yeah.
mess.
That's the one thing I'm freaking sick of too, is those freaking masks.
Radio man,
Ugh.
right behind you.
Here, in my state, they're considering forcing people, especially school children, to wear the mask, even if they have the vaccinated status. When before they were like, hey, if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. It's like, well, you changed your tune.
It's like that over there. No, we still have to wear them, even if you're vaccinated.
Everyone get out of C, get out of C. I'm calling an artillery strike. That'll be 40 minutes.
That was
Please
one
get
of
out
the
C.
incentives.
Fall back towards Delta. Fall back towards Delta.
That was one of the incentives to get the vaccine, so you don't have to wear the mask anymore. But yeah.
No, over here they look at like how many percentage of the country is vaccinated, and is it safe enough to that it doesn't have to anymore in general. That's where they're waiting on. That's probably gonna be the end of the year, at least. So.
There's one thing that frustrates me is Australia locked down again because of infection rates. I think in the entirety of the last 6 months, 2 people have died from coronavirus there, and they're getting to 150 people total getting the being positively tested. There's like 285 people in my state alone most days that get a positive positive report from the test. So it makes no sense to me that a lockdown occurs when such a extremely small portion of the population is getting infected by a disease that has a vaccine for it.
Napalm inbound. Take cover.
It makes no sense to me because I like a lot of the percentages. It's like I forget the number of people who live in Australia. But when we're dealing with millions of people, or even hundreds of thousands,
We've lost this time.
a few hundred is an
All these
unfortunate
guys,
amount of
we failed this
statistic to essentially punish everyone else for. That's less than a
Swapping
1%
sides.
statistic.
Yeah, it might be a bit overreacting then.
Yeah.
Like quarantines the certain provinces then.
Mhm.
That's also still an option.
Ah. Team Alpha is Team Anus. Alright, I'm gonna leave that one. I'm just gonna jump into Foxtrot.
Nah. There we go.
Oh. I'm going to use the M1 carbine because that's really one of my favorite guns in this game. I'm going to go with the 30 round box mags. Since it is 30 rounds compared to 15.
Yeah, I think those came after the war.
That depends on which war you're talking about.
World War.
Hmm. I know they were in development because the Americans get the M2 carbine, which has the full auto capabilities, while this one is just semi-automatic. Oh my god! I just ran balls first into a machine gunner.
I still love the first M1s with infrared scopes on them.
It's amazing
Those
how far
freaking
technology.
massive things.
It's amazing, isn't it, how far technology came in like 40 years.
Oh yeah. Well, even at the start of World War II and near the end of it. Even
just
if you
look
look
there.
like simple example, submarines. They went to a simple, well, submarine that could stay submerged for a couple of hours, then had the surface to go up from air and stuff and charge the batteries. To near the end of the war, the actual true submarine that could stay underwater indefinitely with a snorkel system.
Amazing. I know they're going to be adding some stuff in for submarines in Rust, because currently the submarines can stay underwater indefinitely. But it seems like they're going to be adding in a 10-minute air limit, so that people don't just...
Before you have to surface.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it's fucking Claymore.
You're an infantryman, right? Or guerrilla? Try out the M1 carbine in this game. See how it compares to the experience you had in Hell Let Loose.
Oh yeah, I tried that out earlier. When we first went Vietcom, and here it feels like it has more of a punch to it.
I think it's because the sound is louder.
I think so. But in Hell Let Loose it sounds a bit underwhelming, I think. Like it doesn't have the punch to it.
Yeah, it's got more of a bite to the audio. Can I get on this
I
machine
think
gun?
that's putting me off, but that's just my my personal preference, I think. That's all for me.
I think I just kiboshed an entire squad. Because I flanked around and I got like 5 guys.
Nice.
Ugh.
Oh, 3. Whoops. And I just got killed by a friendly grenade.
See, friendly grenades don't bother me as much as friendly fire. Because they toss grenades in areas, they don't know what's over there, they maybe can't see you, and it's just indiscriminate. Fire's a little bit more.
Well, it's not more like fodder, it's more like
Ow, son of a freaking bitch.
okay, shot up from 70 centimeters. I can live with that.
Oh, we're way behind them. Nice. lordy, lord. Ah,
Oh, 2 headshots.
nice. Stop to kill.
Already one thing with that. Wait, that didn't tackle before?
That's the other thing. It's like the pings, the helmets are so nice.
Oh, and no. Like that in Hell Let Loose too.
I'm still of the opinion that places like Hell Let Loose
Scout,
and Beyond the
reporting.
Wire should let you re-down an enemy. So like, they're already down, bleeding out, they're waiting to be revived. If you could just hit them again, or like bayonet them or something, so that they can't be revived, that would add a whole lot more depth to the game.
Yeah. Though on the other hand, I can see why they don't do it though.
Yeah.
That's what's neat is there for medics then.
Yeah. There is that. I think it could be balanced out some way.
I think the thing what mostly will happen is then people don't wait for the medic there. Oh, gonna go back to the spawn menu anyway because the enemy's gonna stab me now, so I can't be revived anyway.
Yeah.
Because sometimes already people already skip their spawns, their revives way too soon.
Yeah. That's a lot of napalm.
Going the wrong way, boy.
Ah, nice. He put it behind their lines. I like that.
He's done that a couple of times. I got 2 of them. Now I'm intrigued for that squad Vietnam dudes.
Sniped. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got sniped by a teammate.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it till it's set forgive or not on the screen.
Trying to kick our commander. Somebody better take over. If they're gonna do that. What the crap? Oh, that's probably because I'm at nearly 200 ping. Because I start pre-firing, he comes out and immediately zeros me. It's like, what the? He's got a fair point. It's not his fault that people don't push. Oh my freaking god. Time to use the 8K. Oh, come on.
Barrage inbound.
Oh my freaking god. Oh,
Just got an achievement unlocked called Iron Ties. Oh!
That's crouch running for like a kilometer. Mwah, welcome back,
My
BT.
crouch running.
Machine gunner is still there. Oh my freaking god!
Fucking broken if you didn't know that. Fuck off. Hey, you know why Recon is fucking useless? It flies over once and then fucks off the other side of the map. It doesn't actually show you anything. You're trying to talk shit to a fucking level 99 in 1K hours and fucking bought this game in day once it released. Fuck off. You can't take the point. That's your fucking problem. I'm doing my best fucking job at it.
Oh, long pillow. Freaking hell!
I mean, I just fucking bonsai'd the cunt.
I'm just gonna say one thing to that though.
Just killed like
Because
5 fucking people.
you have bought the game from the start doesn't mean you're a master of it.
True. He's had a better argument with the being level 90, but I'm almost level 60 myself. And I've had this game for 2 years. Played this game for 2 years, maybe.
Not the commander. I can do as much as I can, but it can't fucking nade an RPG the 2 bunkers that are in there. It's your fucking problem.
Oh, it's not
Literally,
gonna keep
RPG
bitching for an hour now though.
While you're sitting inside of an easy fucking game. Not fucking rocket science.
Sounds very Irish.
And now it's another one, so no more bitching. At least that's that.
So some of the squadrons are so mentally handicapped they play hundreds of miles away from the map. You wanted me to talk, didn't you? You wanted me to fucking talk.
Where is his...
I'll tell you why you're fucking wrong. Huh?
I must have played a lot of... Yeah, you can mute him.
Oh yeah, good. Because you wanted them to talk, not to bitch.
Oh, Silas got me, great.
Because most of the people playing this game are mentally fucking handicapped.
I need to be... Alright.
By the fact they got this game for free.
Alright, let me turn off the voice volume. I can't,
Where
'cause I
is
can't,
that?
audio settings. I, for some
Yeah,
reason...
no, not that. I try to find the guy to mute him.
He is... Squad 5, second from the bottom. There you go. Now I can turn my audio back up. Is that a poor
There we go,
craftsman
he's
blames
muted.
his tools?
Yep.
Recon isn't useful because it covers one part of the map and doesn't show you anything. The amount of times I have actually played Commander and schwacked assloads of people with the Recon. It's super high, because yes, it happens for a split second. With that split second, I can figure out where a massive assload of people are. Which is more than I know the goddamn blank card.
Nice. They shitty commander always blames his soldiers, not himself. Like, oh, we're doing my bad, stupid strategy. Well, that's not my fault, you guys feel then, because I came up with a bad idea.
To be fair, he got us behind the point a couple of times. That still doesn't mean that he was the bestest best man in the job.
Oh, they have a sniper on that side.
Oh, that's a spooky. That's it, of course. Boo 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 boo.
Yeah. Well, I freaking hate this map though for attacking.
Yeah, there's a lot of maps like this. I would actually prefer Hughes City.
Oh yeah, that was a fun map. Well, the last one wasn't too bad either, in my opinion.
Fair.
Barrage inbound. Take cover.
Oh my freaking god.
Down rushing to the artillery.
Oh, I'm almost to cover. Oh, I get shot in the legs and I can't like move any more. I can't pitch forward into the thing. Like, oh no, you're screwed, man. That's nice. That someone is not taking out that LMG on tunnel vault.
Yeah, I know. Then you have a sniper there too.
Like, I keep firing in that general direction where the muzzle flash has been. It doesn't hit anyone. It's like that's freaking stupid.
The excuse me, English. The commander we had before this, that was a very good one.
Area.
That's so freaking stupid. Return to the combat area. You can't fire your gun, but you can be shot at it from somebody who's outside the combat area for you. What kind of stupid bull crap is that?
Oh yeah, it's the same and Beyond the Wire. It's such a stupid system. Oh, I'm behind enemy lines. I forgot how to fire my rifle.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. John.
You have a shot guy on the right side hiding somewhere.
Scout, report in.
Can't take out the machine gun, he's covered too good by his mates.
Oh, he's in the trench. The shotgun guy. Oh look, we can see with recon.
How about that?
5 seconds.
Yeah, the machine gunner guy's down.
Nice.
And of course I get killed by friendly fire.
Yeah.
And that destroyed our tunnel also.
To be fair, that tunnel placement was kind of ass.
I know, but I finally got the machine gun guy on that side.
Nice. What? Okay. Yes. Great.
Barrage inbound.
Zero reinforcements remaining. Oh, that's why I'm spawning. Not spawning in. Okay.
Yep. Oh my freaking god. You can't reinforce this now. So, Viet Cong commanders have the ability to spawn everyone who's in queue on themselves. It's called a reinforcement or an ambush. It can be done without using reinforcement tickets. But it can only be done when you have at least one ticket.
Oh, that's why I spawned on next to the base in the first map. I was wondering why that was.
Yeah.
That confused the fuck out of me. Now that makes sense.
Yeah, it's one of the advantages that the Viet Cong have is that essentially their commander's a mobile spawn point, but it's only every 5 to 15 minutes. So if you have a very wily commander and he can sneak into a place, all the better for you.
We have lost. Fall back. We have been defeated.
Okay. 19 kills, not too bad.
15. Happy about that.
Boop, 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 boop. I think I'll end streaming about an hour, because then I'll have to get some other stuff done.
Okay.
Resume. No. Yes, Hugh City. No. 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 Boop 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 doo.
Oh, that's what the achievement was for. Spent a total of 2 hours crouched.
Yee. God, that would give you iron thighs.
Yep.
Yes, Hugh City. Hugh.
When I went to school, I actually did that too much, sitting in that position. And now my knees crack like a son of a bitch every time I go crouch. Let's fuck something up back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a pain in the ass.
Oh, Americans full. Guess we're defending.
I'm still loading in. There you Defending.
I went machine gunner.
Nice. E. Ooh, my favorite.
Oh, bar. Just waiting on you for to jump in the squad.
Ah, yes, I forgot about that. I will jump into Delta. Oh, hey, it's our former commander.
Still. Oh damn it, now I lost my train of thought. Yeah. Still amaze me, like even when we play on American servers, I load them before you. It doesn't sound right.
Oh, that's because I have ass internet and live in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, whoa!
Return to the combat area.
Yeah, but this version was. And how let loose the boar with the bipod on it. No, it was more like the version of near the end of the war, but oh yeah, we're not Americans anymore.
Bravo is being attacked.
And we gave a lot of our old World War II stuff to South Vietnam. A sniper just our sniper just domed me and said he was sorry. Like, well, at least you're saying you're sorry. But don't fucking shoot me.
Oh, I was wondering from which direction that came from. Because I was checking the street and that was clear, the angle, so...
Make sure you set down your traps.
I can't set in the building, apparently.
Yeah, you have to have some sort of ground for that. Oh, that's you.
Yep, just that guy around the corner
Oh.
there. Oh damn.
Yeah, there's
So that's flying in too late.
someone across the there's someone across the road.
That we call as a son of a bitch.
Yep. Prone and deploy bipod, which I think is I forget what the button. It should prompt you.
Just need to find a good spot to set it up.
Bravo is being attacked.
You know that building you were by? Across the street by B, there's a couple of places that are actually pretty decent.
Alpha is being attacked.
Oh, I used a freaking grenade launcher, the fuck.
I'm sorry, that man just shot me for. Oh, it's Silas. Ugh. One of our compatriots is washing machine. Okay.
We have a lost Alpha.
I'm actually jump on War Thunder tomorrow.
I might be, depending on if I have to mow or not, I might be around Sunday for War Thunder.
No problem for me.
See if I can get us some other people on.
I haven't played that much in the last 2 days because I watched the movie of that boat, the almost 5-hour version of the movie.
How did your checkup go? Did you actually get in?
Yeah, I had an appointment at 6. It was only my turn at 7, so I sat there for an hour.
Yay!
And yeah, stomach flu, so she wrote me the entire week. So, but just annoying that. Why do I have to make a fucking appointment if I even well, English, But I'll still have to wait there for a fucking hour.
He's being attacked.
Yeah, it makes sense.
My sick leave note's gonna be late at work now because I didn't have any post deals left. But I thought, well, the store is open till 7 and I have an appointment at 6, so I should have time to get there then. But since I was only able to get in there at 7, that went out the window. So that's gonna be awkward Monday.
We have lost Bravo. Barrage inbound. Take cover.
Oh, we lost.
Ow!
At least this is a good position.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, they crawled in through the other way. That explains it.
Yeah, watched that movie and lots of sleeping.
Yeah.
For a 5-hour movie, it was pretty good because you can see all the little D-Day details. Like when they were repairing stuff. Now they talk about that they get spotted by planes because they use a new system with high frequencies and stuff. Pretty interesting to see.
Ah. This is probably the worst bunch of people I've seen team kill a lot of people in this game. Usually it's like, you know, commanders who are a little too free with their artillery. Or like, hey, here's the problem. Get out of the way. People don't get out of the way. They get team killed. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah. Shotgun shot me on the roof from 50 meters away.
Not too bad.
Like to see the angle on that though.
I don't know if there's slugs or double lot buck in here because they've got number 4.
Oh yeah, right. You can be using slug rounds. That's right.
Even the buckshot in this game, like the double lot, still does a lot of damage. Oh my freaking god!
Oh yeah, I think I even heard you scream behind me. Oh, of course the fucking plane gets me.
Yeah.
Oh, at least you got an enemy with that Molotov too.
It's mostly to deny them from pushing forward. That was the purpose of it. It's like, hey, they keep shooting down there. Everyone who walks in front of that area gets freaking shot. Alright, they're gonna try to push that bitch. Alright, we're gonna go with no. Oh my god. Shotgun versus shotgun. Use the coach gun.
As soon as I reach the wall, I got shot. Oh, looks on the enemy team. They're having
Yeah.
team kills too. Oh. Oh yeah. Really, it's just the teammates. I think the flame went down.
Yeah.
Nice. But how are they already there? Like 5 guys there, nobody's watching behind them.
Yeah!
Ludicrous. Ludicrous.
Barrage inbound. Take cover.
Oh, see, this is what I meant earlier. Some of our guys look like they're wearing freaking American jackets or
Oh,
backpacks.
the green ones.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't shoot him because I'm starting to get into it and notice it now, but that's what did it for me earlier.
Yeah.
I just wish when you scroll that it just scroll to the thing and you don't have to click it, because that just got me killed.
Oh, we mean the scroll wheels? That's why I used the number
because
key.
I scrolled to one quick fire grenades out, but they were in front of me, so I tapped again to shoot, but it keeps staying on the grenade, so it pulled the grenade out, annoyingly. That is a bit annoying.
Yeah, that's why I use the 1s and 2s, because it's a little bit more responsive. Not by much. Oh my god! I see the man. I see his face. I pull the trigger. But because my ping is 176, he kills me immediately. They're under the the site, by the way. In the tunnels. Oh my god.
I just wish they would start pushing already.
They're pushing
The only
underground.
thing they do is spamming grenades over this side.
Let's attack.
Oh, I know, they're pushing over there, but on this side they're just
Charlie
spamming
is a big
smoke grenades.
Oh, they're starting to cap.
Oh, somebody even committed suicide now. Team killing wasn't enough. Now they're killing themselves.
It's the guilt.
What? That was clearly a headshot though. Oh, I think I saw a kill. Did we trade? We trade. I can live with that then. Don't buy that.
I just beat like 2 to 3 people to death because I got the drop on them.
Defenses are active.
Yeah, so nice.
Oh no, it's like I got 2 shots in the shotgun. I can get 2 of them with the shot. Oh great. We gotta get onto D. D's probably one of the harder places to defend. Alright.
Idiot is then.
It's mostly because of how close in it is. Oh, has there been an update?
Oh, figures. Instead of to D, I ran straight to E.
That's fine. Either one. Oh, apparently there's a postscriptum version of this for the 40-1s. 40-1s.
Ah, yes.
Still need to download
Postscriptum.
that.
Yeah, their sounds may not be as good as Hell Let Loose, but the gore when somebody gets blown up is a bit more on the heavier side on Postscriptum.
I just want my British guns, damn it.
Oh, when you go to the training area, you're a British paratrooper, so you start with a Liang field in your hand.
Scout, report in.
Oh, I think that's one of ours. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. That one guy looks like he has a GI helmet on.
Yeah, indeed. And especially from a distance.
Mm-hmm. Well, uniforms are a thing.
Yep. And that's why the American army started using their camouflage uniforms in Normandy, because those of the SS looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
Actually surprised they didn't use like more camouflage uniforms in the Pacific.
Everything's green. There's also, actually, I know why.
Oh.
Because there's the same problem that they had in Vietnam. One, solid colors work very well just to break up the human form. That's why a lot of Middle European countries still have just a solid color. The other thing is, the climate just tore through their uniform so much because of how much it degraded. This is one of the reasons why unit insignia and rank insignia stopped being a thing on many, at least Vietnam era military uniforms, because they'd have to swap them out almost like weekly or monthly because of how much they just degraded from the humidity and the heat.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
Yeah, Mike B on YouTube
Report in.
is pretty decent for a English. I'm really hoping that wasn't a friendly. Oh, good, it wasn't.
Wait, how are they capturing Iamoni?
E is a huge ass place. They have more people on it than you do.
Oh, so it's not just this building. Got it.
Yep, it's that whole courtyard area.
Oh yeah, see, damn it, if I knew that I would have pushed up to that building. That's why I wasn't seeing anybody. Now it makes sense. Just thought that they were all pushing for D.
We have a lost echo. We are taking echo.
Recaps. Pull the wind. .48 meters with a shotgun. Okay, I'll take it.
We are taking echo.
Frickin' hell, they have a machine gun watching the road from the squad tunnel.
We are taking echo.
Level 9.
my freaking god.
Scout, report in. We are taking Echo.
Still like that, compared to how Let Loose, you don't have to press a button to put the pipe out
We have a ticket
down
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
I like that. That's the only thing that's a bit annoying in Let Loose.
Yeah, especially since it's also the thing you have to hit in order to heal yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my freaking god. Are these people completely and utterly imbeciles? Because I have not, it's been a while since I played Hell Let Loose, but I have not been team killed so much.
Rising Storm 2, I think you meant.
Oh yeah. I'm tired and it's super warm
I
in
didn't
here.
want to interrupt.
It is freaking warm in here, and my shirt's kind of close set, so I'm overheating. But yeah,
Delta is being attacked.
Oh no, I know your pain. I've been there too.
yeah, and I haven't eaten, so that's probably impact. That's like all the things coming together to make my memory and ability to speak go down the toilet. Oh no, we need to cap D. Prevent D from being capped. Oh, I hope I got that guy, because that's a flamethrower.
That's a thumper, man.
I like how overly sad he sounded when he said that.
That's another thing I noticed. The callouts in War Thunder now are in their native languages. So the Germans give callouts in German.
But no, you could change that in the settings, but was only set to English automatically. Because I think that's a very nice touch.
I think it is too. And then let's go.
Plus, it's a good way to practice German. Because I already dread I'll be happy when I'll be able to go on holiday on Germany again, but it's gonna be so rusty.
Scout, report in. We have a taken Delta.
So I have to say it, like if I have to speak it now, it's gonna sound super rusty and with a very bad accent, but once I'm over there and I can hear everybody around it speaking,
Yeah.
then it's usually a bit better too, because I can get in the right mindset then.
Yeah. I think that's really one of the hampers that I have for learning Russian. One, I'm not pushing beyond much of the things that I have unlocked in Duolingo, just kind of maintaining it. But the other aspect of it is that I don't have an area where I can like completely submerge myself into, except for, you know, random, God damn it, random music and other things. Like I don't watch a lot of Russian media.
Oh, the problem I would have if I start speaking it now is the thing like I have to translate it from German to Dutch, but I'm also translating English to Dutch.
Yeah.
And that screws up with my mind when I speak two foreign languages at once.
Yeah.
That fucks something up then.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I had a time when I was trying to learn Spanish and German at the same time, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna. What's the German or Spanish word for this? I select the Spanish word. I say the German word. Then as I try to correct it, I think the German word and say the Spanish word. It's like, son of a bitch.
I know, something doesn't click in the brain then.
Yeah.
Scout, report in.
Sloshmeister. Nice. I really hope that was an enemy. Yes. Oh, neat. Ned Kelly. Ah, freaking hell.
Oh, come on, that would have been such a nice flank. Apparently it's out of the combat area.
Right? That's what bothers me the most. It's like, hey, instead of rewarding you for using your head, we're gonna punish you.
Yeah.
But why? 'Cause why not? I hear a flamethrower. Oh, what the? Okay.
Adam.
Nice.
Barrage inbound. Take cover.
Where from though? Didn't see from our far, that was?
Somebody with a wild spray. What the? Okay, fine. One of the things I do enjoy about the sappers on the Viet Cong side is that they get French rifles with actual rifle grenades.
Oh, it's the French automatics one. The what's it called, the mass again? Mass something?
Mass 48.
Scout, report in.
Aw, damn it. Gone too late. Ah, no, I see why they keep failing. I saw it on the map of the recon now. They'll keep pushing. What? Oh, fuck.
They're pushing too many fronts, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pushing all frontal assault. They're not flanking around. Like on D to say.
Yeah.
Just saw it on the map when I spawned in. Doing it World War I style.
They're going to march lock-leggedly straight into the machine gun fire, hoping it intimidates the enemy.
Yeah.
The enemy has no reinforcements.
Just gotta outlast them now.
Still fucking innate me how fucking arrogant the general was at the Battle of the Somme though. You're not allowed to run or thoroughly destroy the enemy so thoroughly that you just have to walk to the enemy trenches. You're not allowed to run, you have to walk.
That's stupid.
1, how fucking arrogant do you have to be? And 2, how dumb do you have to be? That's allowing your guys. Oh, I got killed by the black bast. Damn it.
There was, I forget what it was. I was listening to a thing on the development of, I forget, a very specific rifle. Rifle or pistol, and it was mostly coming down to one guy being like, no, it's just not being around for advancement. It's like, no, all these are good. These like single shots are great. You don't need it. We'll waste too much ammunition. It's a silly idea. And that just went on for like several decades, like a decade or so. And everyone disliked this guy to the point that they're just like, hey, listen, he's the problem. And then they finally advanced to get a new rifle. And this guy's like, well, I'm still right.
Anti-air defenses
And
are
it's just like,
active.
you son of a bitch. Oh, there's their AA. Oh, there's only 5 people left on their team.
Nice. Well, it's the same with the reasoning why pilots of World War I weren't allowed to have a parachute. Oh no, they're gonna get scared from the fight, they're gonna jump out the plane before they get to enemy contact.
It actually reminds me of, because I was watching part on the development of the Mosin Nagant rifles. And the early part of it was that we don't want to have the infantry have a magazine because they're going to burn through so much ammunition because this is about a war of attrition. So we got to do it one at a time. They faced the Ottomans who had single shot like Martini Henrys, and then they had lever action Henrys for when people got close and they would just hose them with lever action fire. And so the solution that the Russians came up with was, you know what, let's figure out a way to put more ammunition on the guns so they can just single load it faster. And it's like, what? Then they eventually said, you know what, we need to have more than one round in a gun. If I were an enemy soldier, where would I be?
One was on the bridge.
If only there was an ability to see the location of the last enemy. That sounds like some grenades. Ow.
Our homes are safe.
And now you
I
can
don't think
see.
people started team killing a lot in the end too, I saw.
Yeah, that is a little bit more common. Ugh.
Swapping side.
Ah, yes. M60.
Yeah. Oh.
Lucky, Charlie. I'll keep you running scared, Charlie. Uncle Sam sends his regards, shitheads. Hey, Charles, how come you ain't friendly like the girls back in Saigon? Lucky, Charlie. I'll kill you before the jet jockeys get here. Eat shit, PC.
Ooh.
That was perfectly done.
Yep, I saw that.
I can't be mad at that. That was a perfect shot.
Yep. That was very well timed.
Even somebody else said, nice RPG.
Yep, props for that. That was very well done. Even though I got killed there, wouldn't
We are
be,
taking
have been mad.
Alpha.
That's when I was mad though, because a fucking friendly was standing next to the guy.
See if I can get up.
Come on, man. So close.
Don't notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me. Notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me. Notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me.
We have taken Alpha.
Hey, that was
Damn, bro.
I'm wigging out, man.
I still find it hilarious that in the late 50s, early 60s, the U.S. is like, we need to keep everything 30 caliber. Okay, NATO says we'll do it 30 caliber. Switches to 30
We are
caliber.
taking Bravo.
Nah, fam, we're gonna go into 5.56. Have fun with that 30 caliber stuff, though.
Whoops.
Alright. I think all rounds have their place, but some are
We are
better than
taking
others.
Bravo.
It also depends on the situation, of course.
Hey, dumbass! Watch where you're pointing that thing.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
Did you just shoot somebody you shouldn't have?
No. I wanted to stand up and I pressed space and he jumped from the roof.
That's certainly one way to do it. Certainly is.
Soldier.
We are taking Bravo.
Wait,
What?
I have already 11 kills.
Oh,
I barely saw anyone.
they stack between the matches.
Oh, I
as long
thought
as
so. Wait a minute.
Yeah. So as long as we're still on this map and we just switch sides, we'll still have the same kills we had from last time.
Oh, I thought so because I was like, wait, I sprayed a bit in the smoke, but
That wasn't 11 people.
yeah, indeed.
I can count. That wasn't 11.
Charlie, before he wakes up.
We are taking Bravo.
Oh, son of a freaking bitch.
That's what I like, that it doesn't show you, like, here we have a bar, if you get the kill or not. Why that isn't in Hell Let Loose, because that makes you more cautious, like, oh, did I get the enemy, I need to check that, or check your score, like, oh, did I get the kill for that guy?
Yeah. And then it's still delayed a little bit in here.
We have taken Bravo.
Nice.
Bravo?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I see what you did there.
Yeah, I know, cheesy, but I couldn't let that slip by.
No, it was a perfect setup.
Party sport. Take cover.
Good lord. So we gotta clear out those buildings before we really push forward because there's an LMG guy in B still. Like, well, from where? From freaking where?
Napalm inbound. Take cover.
What? Okay, so he is... he's still in there. Oh, you're not in the same spot as I am. That's weird.
Oh, but I was?
I'm in Charlie, and you're just up there.
What the hell? There we go. Oh, that's a shame. If this stupid tree wasn't in the way, would have been the perfect spot.
Alright. Oh, son of a bitch. Nude tubes. Someone confused their B's and D's. Which, to be honest, is actually fairly common in American toddlers. Oh my god. About 10 minutes, I'm gonna have to step away. I'll be back and stream at my normal time instead of earlier.
Okay.
Ah. Somebody's named themselves Eugene Stoner, the inventor, or one of the main developers of the M16.
We have taken Charlie.
Nice.
Okay, now comes the tough one.
We are taking Delta.
Ah, at least people are flanking around this time.
Yeah. Let's clear out these areas.
We are taking Delta.
Of course, a team kill with the
I'm
M16.
sorry. I have this guy in my sights. He is behind partial cover. I should be able to shoot through it, but it does nothing.
Recon is in the air.
Great, that would have had the guy of the freaking bipod wasn't glitching out on the window.
Yeah.
We have taken Delta.
Great.
Just gotta go. Oh, of course.
We are taking Echo. Typical FNG getting themselves killed.
For fuck's sake!
Oh.
There's a friendly keep running in front of me.
Oof.
Shave that grenade and kill that fucker too.
Napalm inbound. Take cover. Shit, no ammo.
I'm laying on E.
Nice.
I know, I'm the only one laying at E at the moment, so.
Ah, son of a bitch. I move forward and I just hear click. It's like, right as I see somebody in my sights too.
Charlie spotted us.
Fucking grenade spam!
I see Charlie. There. Sit down.
More people pushing for A. E.
Okay. Nope. Son of a freaking bitch. Goddamn Dushka. Ah, Squad Lead finally died.
We are taking Echo.
Nice.
Very nice.
It's a start. We still have a decent number of men left.
RD support inbound. Take cover.
Oh my.
That didn't take long, Tucky. Oh, that's something I hate. He has his bipod on the sandbags, but yet the barrel is shooting in the sandbags.
We are
Like, what the
taking
fuck?
Echo.
They're pretty decent about making sure your muzzle is clear in
Delta
this
is being
game.
attacked.
Shooting too low. I think I was peppering that man's legs.
Come on, we've got this.
Come on, almost.
Oh, that was a grenade.
There we go. We did what they couldn't.
Yeah. That comes the hard part because F is very well fortified. So the smart thing to do, and the thing that we need to do is to get a artillery mark just behind F, and then like napalm it, just so that they can't get out of their spawn, so we can rush in. Oh, of course. Of course, of course.
Yeah.
No, he can't use the radio. And I can't jump over this small wall. Oh, that's a mood. My entire body is damaged, and it's just like, ah, yes. Alright, I'm gonna step away really quickly.
Okay.
And I have returned.
Welcome back. We almost won. We almost kept it.
Nice.
Almost kept it earlier too, but then our commander decided to drop the napalm on us instead of the enemy.
Yeah. That's the only problem, that they can only drop it on areas that squad leads are placed to mark.
The area
There we
is
go.
secure.
GG.
GG.
Well, whoever put that mark was a bad mark.
Victory.
Sometimes you get no marks, and bad marks are the only ones that you have. It's so annoying. Time to have a lot more water. I forget what Saigon was. No. Oh, Suchi is actually a decent one. I shouldn't have voted no for that.
Ooh, level 10. Unlocked at some stuff.
It's mostly cosmetics. It's nice though. Allows you to change your US helmet from the initial one, which is very bright, to something a little bit less reflective. I managed actually to find a VC in Hit'em who had what appeared to be a Soviet helmet for his character, which I found intriguing.
Well, there were Soviets in Vietnam.
Oh, don't doubt.
Oh. Deck is already full, cast defenseman.
Defending.
And one carbine. There we go. Nice.
Sapper. Yes, please.
Go.
Oh, yes, I should check to see what
Really?
team I'm in.
If I'm not mistaken, or there's a while back though. There were Soviet operatives on the ground when the new anti-air systems got in place, and we were supposed to train the NV and stuff on how to use them. But they came under a certain attack when not a lot of NV were trained for it, or they were dead or something. And there wasn't a guy decided to just jump on it instead of getting blown up himself.
Hmm.
And he shut down the plane himself.
Nice.
Got them one. Oh no, got promoted to squad lead. Nah, I don't want it.
Có ai có đạn dự trữ không?
Oh, I got somebody.
Ooh, I remember this map. I like this map.
Yeah. think that's a radio, man. Oh, son of a bitch. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Scout, report in.
I like the stick PPSH. I don't really like the drums because I can't really gauge how much fire is in them. And I tend to like to make sure my rounds are, or my mags are fully loaded before I go into a place, and I can't gauge it as well with a huge ass drum, you know? It also takes longer to reload.
Uh,
That's right, I don't get a pistol.
yeah, 'cause I have the PPSH drum magazine version, and indeed, when you put the drum on it and off, it's so clunky.
Yeah. Like, great for position defense. Like, if you're just sitting there and you just gotta cover a narrow area of fire, it could do like a really light machine gun roll. Assault. Hell no, man. Apparently managed to put this. Actually, put this on semi-auto.
Oh no.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, shot me. Otherwise, that flank would have been cleared.
Scout, report in.
So many little hand grenade mines. I get 5 of them.
Aye.
There's a whole like
Alpha is being attacked.
Okay, they're all on this side.
See that? One just ran past. He's in the garage.
Alpha is being attacked.
Oh man, I would like to know. I like to know why my ping always seems to jump up right when I get hit with something.
Bizarre.
At least it feels that way to me. Like it just decides, boom, okay, you got hit. Well, not only you're limping, but at the moment you get hit, we're gonna ping up to an ungodly amount.
Alpha is being attacked.
No, god damn it. Oh, they have a flamethrower.
On the roof.
Scout, report in.
Oh, he just noob-two'd me. This is a
Oh,
bitch.
damn it. Ah! flamethrower guys, that I got him.
Nice. I just love how like the most reactionary thing we have is to call them flamers, like from 40K. It's like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a flamethrower.
Scout, reporting.
Oh, I don't have any grenades. So
I just got killed by another flamer, damn it.
oh, okay. Nice. Well, is at least exciting.
Have you ever seen the scene of Flag of Our Fathers when one of the flamethrower guys has to go up to a bunker?
No, but I can assume it's glorious looking.
Well, it's more the conversation that goes in front of his attack, let's say. You have a bunker, you need to take it out. And Jordan yells to the guy like, oh, you go in. And the flamer's friend is sitting next to him and he said, oh, I will cover you. And the flamer goes like, no, none of that covering shit. One bullet and this thing goes off like hell.
Yeah.
There's already enough bullets flying.
Don't shoot me.
At top of my
My
mark.
mom. Son of a frickin' bitch. There's a sniper on our right hand flank.
Oh my god, from that height, come on.
What did he do to you? That's the first time I've seen somebody marked as dead by falling.
Yeah, I just jumped on the balcony, but I got hit before I jumped, so.
Hmm.
But he even landed on the sandbags, just it wasn't that high of a fall even. I'm calling bollocks on that.
Scout, reporting.
Sometimes the damage can be hypersensitive. Jump a little bit, you just wound your feet and toes. Jump a little bit more, you just destroy like your whole shin. It's like, well.
Oh, damn it. Crashed.
Fucking hell. PSH's RPM is just super high. The brrr. Oh. I blew up some of my stuff. That's unfortunate.
His friend was next to me. Oh, we lost our tunnel, damn it.
It's probably good artillery.
Yeah, and then I like the system and how that's usable a little
Scout,
better with the outposts
reporting.
and garrisons.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But I think the maps on this are a bit too small for that.
Yeah.
They're flanking on the right side of Alpha.
Ah, you put a new tunnel down.
Spooky. Spooky.
Barrage inbound. Take cover.
Spooky's up.
Oh god damn it.
Yeah. You just spawned in and got hit with it, didn't you?
Yep. At least our artillery's up to counter them.
That's my bad.
There we go, made it in the building. What? I was in the building.
Oh yeah. The Spooky's bullets go through hard cover a lot. They have to be really, really well hardened, otherwise those bullets just fly through and it sucks. Absolute dog balls.
Allies being attacked.
That sounds a bit broken though, because we don't have anything that does that on our side, doesn't it now?
We have anti-air, so we can just shoot it down if we need to, which can completely negate napalm and the C-130 before they do anything.
Oh, I know, but still, well, from a gameplay perspective, not real life, of course.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit game-breaking, though, that they have something that can shoot literally through the buildings. Or you have to be in a bunker.
I've seen it used to try to get an advantage, and the amount of times it doesn't actually break a defense is surprisingly high. What the crap? Yeah, they're pushing up right in the middle.
Pushing front to Alpha.
Okay, grenades out the front of Alpha.
Oh my god. So I managed to shoot him, but despite the fact that no fire came out, I just burned to death.
Ah,
Neat. I put that down a peg. Hiding in the toilet. I actually can't wait to get back into First Commando.
very handy. Because in this you don't have the squads working as well together.
To be fair, we're not talking to people, but then again.
Well, that's the thing, nobody really talks in this.
Oh my god.
Except for a handful.
Yeah.
But in
fair,
this,
it's
well, at least my feeling, there isn't really incentive to do too.
There is really no incentive. However, it's a little bit of a blessing and a curse at the same time for no one talking, because in some places, holy crap, the racial slurs are flying. Like,
Ah, of course, of course.
like for no goddamn reason. It's just not even normal, not even period-driven racial slurs. It's just like, bro, why you gotta be like this?
Scout, reported.
Oh, please tell me I got the flame red, please. Nah, shit, damn it. Well, let's say here is not also like the commander goes like, these teams go defense, the other teams go on attack.
Yeah.
Say teams means what? My brain's shutting down.
They're right on the other side of this wall of me. Oh my god.
Hey, that's our artillery. I'm falling back. We're holding them back pretty good though.
Yeah. This is probably one of the harder places to take. The second hardest is the bunkers back in D and L. You get a lot of tunnel action there.
Damn
Cool.
it. They took out the tunnel again.
Yeah.
Báo cáo. Hỏi đến. Chúng ta phải biết chính xác xin lỗi. Tôi không thể nhận được báo cáo của lực lượng.
I at least gotta run with the MP40 for a little bit.
I'm really enjoying the damn one carbine.
Right? It's just so nice that the
Scout,
ranges we're engaging
reported.
people at.
And the rate of fire is also nice.
Yeah. The signs aren't overly blocky, you can't really like block your view.
There's that flame guy.
Alpha is being attacked.
I just wish this was the sound that it had and how let loose.
It just reminds me of when we were doing the assault on that church. The guy's like, damn, I wish we had flamethrowers.
They're coming. Don't know why though. Actually, think about it. I will send you a picture one of these days of the route map so you know what all to expect. Because now we're still driving the trucks to the battlefield. What half trucks are coming too?
Ah, freaking hell. Why is this team allergic to capping?
Oh, there's a flamethrower guy in the building. He's upstairs, I think.
Oh, freaking hell. The moment I start firing, I stop shoot. Okay. I was reading an account of I believe it was a Viet Cong assault. Either that or it was in Korea. A man from the Viet Cong side was recounting how one of his friends died. He had been completely engulfed in flame by a flamethrower, but he still managed to run up to an enemy soldier, latch onto him, and detonate a grenade. But the moment I start shooting somebody and I get hit with the flamethrower, I stop doing so. Alright, I think the flamer's dead. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the dumb plane again. Ah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of them are pushing from the left.
Wouldn't be surprised. I think there's somebody else in the building, because I got hit in the chest. I was on a balcony.
Alpha is being attacked. Barrage inbound. Take cover.
Man, sticks his head right up over that thing. And I've managed to drop on him. Oh, I just jumped on 3 of them. Oh my goodness, I hit the F button, start bandaging myself, and I'm like trying to beat him to death with my gun. I'm just like sitting there bandaging. And he just bayonets me. It's like, I can't be mad at that because I duffed that so hard. And I just killed 3 of his guys right in front of him, so there's that. There's going to be one more death for me, and then I am going to have to dip out for the weekend until about Sunday evening. At least for stream. Man just died. As you were here, oh great. Perfectly timed. Thanks everyone for dropping by. It's always a pleasure. I've had a great time. I hope to catch you next time. And I hope you have a good weekend. Thanks for dropping by, Soldier, and playing games with me. It's always a pleasure. And I look forward to doing it some more.
Same.
Alright, bye-bye.